My name is Charisse Pica, caregiving student of PWU batch 149. So for today, we'll be doing the last procedure that we're going to do in the subject of general or the course General Healthcare with Ma'am Lorna. Okay, so before we start the procedure or the step-by-step process, let us know the things to remember while doing the procedure. First, if we're going to measure and record the client's vital signs, we must be careful and accurate. Second, when you record the reading, you need to write it carefully. And next one, if you're not sure with your reading, you need to ask for assistance with your supervisors and with your co-workers. So now, let us know the materials needed to know the vital signs of our client. Let's go! So now, I'm going to show you the materials needed when doing the procedure, which is the vital signs. So these are the things that we need to use in doing the vital signs, okay? So let's start with this one. Materials needed are, we have the alcohol, cotton balls, wet and dry cotton balls, sphygmomanometer, stethoscope, thermometer, chart and ball pen, and don't forget to wear watch. Before we start any procedure, always remember that we need first to introduce ourselves and explain the procedures that we're going to do to him or her. Aside from that, we're going to have or establish a report to our clients for more accurate results of our vital signs. In the midst of pandemic, which is we're experiencing right now, the COVID-19, always remember that we need to clean or disinfect all the materials needed before using it and after using the materials to our patients. Okay, so now let's know the vital signs of this patient. And the first thing that we need to do in the vital signs is doing the body temperature or knowing the body temperature of our client. But make sure if you do that procedure or any kind of procedure, let us know that to wash our hands as our universal precautions. And oops, don't forget to use the alcohol to disinfect our hands while doing the procedure again. Okay, so the thing that we need to use in body temperature is what we call the thermometer. So first, let's open the thermometer and then don't forget to clean it with the wet and dry cotton balls. So let's use the wet cotton balls and let's start cleaning it from bulb to the tip. Yes, right here from bulb and to the tip of this thermometer. And after using it with our client, of course, we're going to clean it again. Like this. After the wet, we're going to use dry cotton balls to dry the pores. And don't forget to discard all your cotton or used cotton balls and put that in the trash can. So it is now clean. Let's give it to our client. So of course, to establish rapport, let us know the patient's name and let's ask him or her if he is or she is comfortable with her seat. Ma'am, ano pong pangalan nyo? Ilan taon na po kayo?
57.
Okay, ma'am. Gagawin po natin ngayon, ang procedure po na gagawin natin is vital signs. So, umpisahan po natin dito sa pagkuha po ng temperature. Okay lang po ba?
Okay lang po.
Okay, so this is what we're going to use in getting the temperature of our client. So we need to press it like this. We can give it to our, or hand it over to our patient and put it on her underarm. Mapakalagay lang po. Okay, so based on her temperature, she has temperature of 36.1. So after that, after getting the temperature, of course, don't forget to wash it or to clean it. Okay, as I said a while ago, we need to clean it from bulb to tip or tip to bulb before and after using. So consider it as we already clean it, and then after that, don't forget to write the temperature on your paper like this. Okay, before doing another vital signs, always remember or don't forget to record the body temperature of your client, okay? So because her temperature is 36.1, we're going to put it here, 36.1. So that is her body temperature. So now let's move on to doing a BP or blood pressure. Okay, so before we do the procedure of blood pressure or doing the blood pressure to our patient, let us know the parts of the sphygmomanometer or sphygmomanometer and what we call the stethoscope. So let's start with this one. So the sphygmomanometer has its parts. First we have the cuff. So the cuff right here is this one. The long, wide, which is we're going to put in the arm of our client. So next one, we have also the tube to sphygmomanometer. And this third one, we have here the bulb and the valve. We're going to adjust it for us to pump it and know the blood pressure of our clients. So next one, let's move on to the parts of the stethoscope. We have here, first we have the earpiece. So the earpiece right here, we have both sides, and the second one we have the ear tube. So the ear tubes are here. The third part of the stethoscope is what we call the tubing. So this is the long part of the stethoscope right here. Right. Okay, so the second or the fourth one or the fourth part of the stethoscope is what we call the stem. So it connects this part to the tubing. So next part is what we call the turnable or the chest piece diaphragm. And the last one is the bell. Okay, so that is the parts of the stethoscope. So hope you know the parts of the sphygmomanometer and the stethoscope before doing the procedure. So let's start. Let's start doing the blood pressure to my client. But first, we need to clean the earpiece like here with the use of alcohol and cotton balls. Here. Okay, there you are. So now it is ready to use. Second things that we need to know, or the very important thing that we need to know, of course, in doing the blood pressure procedure is we need to know that the client, or we must look after the client's arm because it should be bare up to the shoulder, or the sleeve should be well above the elbow. Next one is we're going to unroll the cuff and loosen the bulb on the ball. Squish the compression bag to deflate it completely. Fourth procedure is we need to wrap the cuff on their client's arm and or at least 1 inch above the anti-cubicle space. Don't forget that it should be not too loose but not also too tight. Next is we need to hold the diaphragm of the stethoscope, deflate the cuff until it disappears. To quickly deflate the cuff by opening the bulb counterclockwise. Let it slow until the sound of the pulse comes back. What we call systolic rhythm. Next one is we need to continue releasing the air, and when the sound changes, the softer and faster thought disappear. That is what we call diastolic breathing. Called diastolic breathing. So now let's move on to the next one, let's move on to the last part, which is we need to remove the apparatus to our client's arm, and don't forget to record the BP or the blood pressure. So ngayon po, ang susunod po natin gagawin ay tinatawag nating blood pressure. So here is the sphygmomanometer, and the stethoscope to find or to know the blood pressure of our client or patient. Relax lang po. Okay, ang inyo pong blood pressure nyo ay 110/90, which is normal. As again, as I said, we need to write it on our paper to avoid not to forget it. So, our blood pressure is 110/90 mmHg. Second to the last part, what we're going to do is what we call the pulse rate. So we're going to know the pulse rate, or how many beats per minute does our clients have. So the normal pulse rate, or the normal PR or pulse rate that every person, especially adults, have is 60 to 80 beats per minute. So always remember, if the client increase or decreases the beats per minute, tell to our supervisors to make an assistance. Okay, so now we're done with the two. Let's now do the third type of vital sign, which is the pulse rate. To hold our wrist of our client, and don't forget to look of the watch to count how many beats per minute does our clients have. Okay, so it is normal because it is 80 beats per minute. Okay, so after that, After doing that, let's now move on to the respiratory rate. So which is we're going to monitor the number of breaths thus our client making. So the most common pulse size that we use is what we call the radial, brachial, and the carotid. Parts that we can easily heard, or we can easily hear the pulse of our clients. So lastly, but definitely not the least, is the respiratory rate. So we need to know also the number of breaths that our clients have. Okay, for us to know if it is normal or not. Okay, so for us to know the procedures, here are the steps. First procedure is we're going to hold their client's wrist as we are taking his pulse. Okay, he or she will not know that we are watching his or her breathing. So we need to count our respiratory rate, or the RR, without the clients knowing it. The normal is up to 20 breaths. I think it's 16 to 20 breaths per minute. Okay, so now let's okay. So her respiratory rate is 17 breaths per minute. So that's it. So that will be all our vital signs, which is the blood pressure, the temperature, of course, we have the respiratory rate, and the pulse rate. So before we end this one, please say thank you to our client for the cooperation. Thank you po, ma'am, sa inyong kooperasyon. Pwede na po tayo ulit magpahinga. Okay, we're done. So, of all the things that we do today, which is the vital signs, we have first the body temperature. Next one is the blood pressure. Third is the pulse rate. And the last one is the respiratory rate. So don't forget to clean all the materials that you need and say thank you to our clients as they participated well in the procedure. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Charisse, Pica, caregiving student of PWU batch 149. So that's it. Thank you so much from Ma'am Lorna for an ever-ending consideration. See you next time.